All right, I'm just gonna open this video saying that I apologize that these clips are all over the board. It's calving season, and so there's a lot happening. This video was filmed on several different days, and then all the clips are going to be spliced together. So I hope you can follow as we watch calves be born and watch them on their first day, second day, when they're a week old. Currently, calving season is, we only have 11 head left out of about the 50 that we had. Video is going to tell the story of a few calves, especially those first few. I'm actually in one of the little calf sheds that we have to keep cattle out of the mud and the wind. Keep calves out of the mud and wind. Calving season is a lot of fun, but for any of you guys who have done it, you know there's a lot going on, a lot to think about. Hopefully you enjoy getting to watch some calves. All right, so we got 35 outside, and that's all the cows left that haven't calved. This little calf is number 30's calf, but 30 never licked it off much or claimed it, so we're gonna have to put them up in and get them paired up. Sure is a lot easier when nature kicks in and instincts kick in and the cow and the calf just pair up and nurse right away. I wouldn't be mad, if it was just, one cow here and there, but this cow did this to us last year. I remember having to take the calf from the pen, pin it up in a small shed with a chute there, and then teach that calf to nurse. And I milked the cow several times. Oh no, I better get out of here. Here the cow's coming. Okay, Dad got the cow with the four-wheeler. We're gonna run that cow up. Stay calm. She's not doing anything crazy, but she's not super happy. Let's see if we can stay nice and calm in the chute. This is the first time we've had a cow in this chute, a big cow, instead of just the light ones. All right, so Dad and I decided this one's gonna get bag of colostrum because you can tell it definitely has not nursed. It's been several hours after birth. Okay, I rinsed these 2 bottles out with very hot water since I haven't used them since the fall. I'm gonna put colostrum in this one. I'm gonna try to milk the cow directly into this one. The calf already drank over half. Once it got a taste of the milk, it really started chugging the bottle. That means I'll probably milk the cow a little bit, because if the calf drinks the whole bottle, it won't have as much of an appetite to drink the mom's milk. But we got to get that colostrum in the calf. The colostrum provides antibodies that last really months into the calf's life. If calf gets colostrum right away in those first like 2 to 8 hours of life, the studies at colleges show that they're stronger in health down the road. Well, they went better than I expected, but the mom is still not acting very motherly. Like, she just went right around the corner, Doesn't care about it. I guess I'll come back out and tag it now that I know for sure what number it is. Okay, 59's done. I guess we'll try 22 next. There's 55. I tagged him last night. So we got to run 55 into here and then out there, and then 59 into here and then out there, and then 22. I kind of don't really want to bother 22 because she's nursing. All right, 22 is a heifer. 59 was a bull. All right, looking out over our shed. There's one calf in the shed, one laying down over there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 cows, 8 calves out here. Just like to check that, make sure everything's going, or they're all where they're supposed to be. We got a bad fire going on over there. I do not know what that is. That's pretty much all pasture over there, but it's too dark of a fire to be pasture. I'll just let 59 out. And 55. Those are the 2 moms. All right, great. They're both out to be with the other ones, which makes 10 out there. Now I'll let these ones back in the other way. Okay, today I'm very thankful that the new bunch of cows that I purchased for this group, I bought 20, and 2 of them, the 55 and 59, were 2 of the ones I purchased, and they are very calm. And I kind of thought that they were a little expensive. I was trying to buy some 4- and 5-year-olds that day. These are actually 3-year-olds, and they were a little expensive, but they're very good genetics. I mean, these calves are a nice dark black. They're Wyoming or Montana origin as heifers, and then some guy from Salina, he sold them at the Salina sale barn. This will be their 2nd calf that they're going to raise. The cows have signaled to their calves several times, "We want to go out the gate. You should follow us." And the calves are just very slow. Very slow. Just pushing them out the gate. Go on! Be with your mama, nurse. Those are less than 3 hours old. Unless they were really hiding from me when I checked at lunch. Actually, no, just kidding. It's almost 5. Less than 5 hours old. This calf was just born this afternoon. I believe it might have been its first time standing up. It's still kind of wet and wobbly. It might be red. This cow has never had a red calf before. But sometimes the color might be kind of just brownish instead of a dark black and white face. Last year that calf had a black baldy calf, so if it was bred to the same bull, you'd think it would look about the same, but we'll see what it looks like after it's dried off. I brought the tag out to tag it, but I might just wait until a more opportune time. There's also this calf out here, so you add the 3 in the pen plus that one, that's number 41. He must just not wanted to go up in the pen with his mom. And that one, we're at 5 calves. What do you think, little guy? There's the first red one. All the other ones have been black. This is number 5 of the year. Born yesterday afternoon and just tagged him this morning. It was nice and easy to tag him because I got his mom locked in there with the silage. So I'll just let all them cows back out. Those, one of them has a calf with it, and the other 2 I'm expecting to calve today because they kind of are acting like they want to be off by themselves. And the other 2 I'm expecting to calve today. You can just barely see the top of that black one there. So I'm expecting 27 and 18 to calve today. And 19 was born yesterday afternoon. Just tagged them this morning. All right, this is one of the things we used last year to give calves some shelter. I haven't spread that straw underneath it yet, but I was right. That's the 27 cow. She had a black calf today. I'll have to come out and tag that. I don't have my bag of tags with me. All right, number 18 was born overnight, and he's got chrome. It's got the best milk production in that mama. That mama has some sort of dairy Holstein type of cross in her because she's got a nice udder, produces the most milk. And she had a black white face calf last year, and this year she has a black white face calf, but it's got a lot more white on it with those toes showing white too. Here's another calf that's less than 24 hours old. I tagged it this morning. It was born yesterday. So just like that, we are up to 9 calves on the ground. I think I have 8 of the 9 of them tagged, so I got one more tag this morning. But there's 4 born from chore time yesterday. Well, 3 born overnight, basically. So I built this panel fence so that I can start feeding these ones, the ones with calves, a little more silage than the ones without. And I just feed the ones that are just bred cows that don't have calves yet. I feed them silage just in the PM, and then they eat out of that hay feeder. And then these ones that have calves have that hay feeder and this whole field. So that's the system. Okay, we moved the fall pears off the corn stalks yesterday. So I pulled the wire from the south and strung it across right there, and so they can only come out to the edge of the slough basically, which that whole area fills with water generally in the spring or summer. So it's fine if they tromp on that or whatever, and because we're not growing a high dollar crop in there because it usually rains it out. But out here, this is irrigated corn ground. So, well, it's gonna be bean ground this year. So we don't want to tromp up this in March if it gets muddy. No signs of it being muddy, but we did lock them in closer to the place. Because of that, I got to move the calves feeder up closer. Leaning them all up against there is a lot easier than grabbing the panel trailer with a pickup. Well, I just picked up what was left of that bale and set it on the sidekick. We'll see if it can handle it. There, Dad's opening the fence. There's a little bale on there. Time for me to cross. Number 30's figuring it out a lot more this morning than he was yesterday. He's pretty hungry overnight after waiting overnight. And I'm actually going to throw him around to the other side so he can reach the other 2. It's nice to be able to reach all 4 of. Kaylin a lot of times says, "Wow, have you seen the sunset?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I watched it the whole time I was doing chores." It's one of the benefits of feeding cattle. Which, because you feed cattle right after sunrise and right during sunset, generally. I think we might have our first pull of the year. Had one last year. Separated her off from the rest of the group. All right, cow, we can do this. Specifically, you can do this. I know that you can. Go on. Yes, I know you're very wide. You don't want to fit through there, but you can fit, I know. All right, we can feel the feet, so we're gonna go ahead with our plan to pull it. We'll let you know if we can tell whether it's front foot or back foot. We tried pulling with the chain with our hands. Now we're using this crank that pulls back a little bit at a time. Pulls downward and out. Okay, we're making progress. It's definitely the back legs. We have this chute kicked out way back here so we can reach. There it is. We'll let the cow go right with the calf. We put the calf on some cardboard. And Mom's doing its job. We'll keep watching them. It's definitely a little bigger calf than some of the other ones. So I knew we had a broken bale over here. Came, grabbed some straw, threw it in the back of the sidekick. Well, you can't see that. And I'll drive it over there and pitch it off there. There you go, there's the straw. I'm gonna take over there. All right, I brought the tube feeder and the colostrum in a bottle out here. The calf drank all the colostrum. I do not think it had stood up yet. Its back legs are kind of in a rough, they don't seem to be supporting any weight. So I'm glad I got that colostrum into it because it definitely wasn't going to stand up and push from its mom itself. So not the best of update, but the fact that it sucked down the colostrum real good was a good sign. The legs we will have to check on in the morning and see if we can get some extra vitamins or something in there to supplement the colostrum. I did some reading on different problems that people have with, you know, something similar to like paralysis in the back legs. And its back legs are not totally paralyzed. It'll move them, but it just doesn't seem like it can really bend them or balance on them. Well, the calf moved from the straw where it was setting over there, so that's a good sign. Means it was walking.
Hey everybody, it is the next morning. I guess it's still the morning for a little bit longer. Oh, bless you. Blair sneezed because the sun is so bright. So we were giving Maisie, the little calf, 1 bottle a day and then trying to get her mom in the chute and letting her nurse from her mom the other feedings, which we did that last night. And Maisie's a great calf. She ate great, but the mom is just not cooperating and is not being very nice to the calf. And so it looks like we're going to start just bottle feeding the calf, and we're probably going to make a little pen by our house so that it's easier to keep an eye on her and get her bottles instead of having to go out to where she is with her mom to give her bottles. And it's a bummer because we worked really hard, tried everything we could. Kendal worked really, really hard to try to get the cow to take care of the calf, but the cow just doesn't want to, which unfortunately happens sometimes. So we're going to do everything we can for the calf. So I'm about to make her bottle and we'll be taking it to her, and looks like we'll be giving her at least 3 bottles a day now. We have had, I think, at least 10 calves born this week. I lost count after we had 5 born in 24 hours. I lost count after that. But it's been beautiful, beautiful weather here. It's beautiful weather for calves to be born. And all of them are doing great. But we have one that I'm bottle feeding. And so every day, since it's been so nice, Blair and I go for a 2 to 3 mile jog. And then we come back and feed the calf. It's kind of like our little afternoon tradition, huh? After you get done taking your nap. So come along with us and we'll bring you along for a few days while we feed the calf and keep you updated on how the calf's doing. Say bye. So this is one of my biggest challenges right now with where the calf is with her mom, is fitting the stroller through this little hallway to get to her. We have a smaller, more narrow stroller, but it doesn't really work on the gravel to get over here. So I kind of have to just take the bottle and set it down and then come back and carry the stroller. Hi, Maisie. You know why we're here, don't you? These two are pals. And Crosby, he's here too. Okay, you ready for your bottle? Oh yeah, you are. Just a minute. Maisie's really hungry. She's licking my leg. Here, here, no, here. She's a really, really good calf. Her mama just will not stand still. So twice a day, they put her mom in the chute to keep her still so that she can eat from her mama. But then once a day, Blair and I come and bring her a bottle. But she's a real, real good eater. And she's a good calf. Usually, I only name calves that come into my house. But that's usually because I feed the calves that come into my house. This is my first time feeding a calf. Bottle feeding a calf that hasn't been in my house. So she got a name still. Blair loves to watch while I feed the calf. Are you having fun, Blair? Do you like coming to feed the calf? Yeah! Oh, no, stay down here. Is that good? She's a real good eater. Okay, when she stands still. Also, I'd like to point out that it's difficult to feed a calf and try to film it at the same time. Good job. These two are becoming pals. Maisie wishes that there was more in the bottle. You drank it all! Quit licking my leg. Don't lick my leg. It's all gone.
Alright, we got the cows here. They're turned out on Milo stocks. So they've mudded up this place up close to the pen that they can come in here and eat. At this fence line bunk, they've definitely made a lot of mud. Now let's go look at the calves. Alright, we got calves all over here. Most of the black this year, the black bull outdid old Bubba. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was reversed last year. Bubba had way more calves than Thunder last year, and this year Thunder really stepped it up. What are you doing, 63? What are you doing? Oh, there you go. Wow, my face is really dirty. That's kind of funny. I spent all afternoon washing off equipment. I like washed off, cleaned off all the winter off of equipment for like 2 hours this afternoon. But the beginning of calving season was really nice, dry, warm. Warm afternoons for calves. That was right at the end of February and the beginning of March. Then we had some muddy spell, and so we had to take extra precaution on the calves on certain days, or if they're born in the mud or whatever. And now we're back to really nice sunny afternoons, and the wind is definitely here drying things out. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm actually going to take you out now to take a look on some of them calves that went through that chute. The one that Kaylin bottle fed. Thank you, Kaylin, for bottle feeding that quite a few times for me. Man, I wonder if you guys can do this. And then the other one that Matt and I pulled from its back legs. So they're both doing fine. They're out on this brome field. If you love cows, subscribe to this channel.